Hi guys! So this video was not a planned video today. I sat down and I said I was going to do my February favourites, my 50 Shades of Grey review, and my 10 favourite books. Whilst filming my 10 favourite books, the first two books was You'll See. The second book was Girl Online by Zoella, and that is a lot about anxiety. And I was sitting there talking about anxiety and why it's my favourite book, and I was like, I should do a separate video for it. So I'm doing this. It's actually something I've not really talked about. It's something that I've kind of not discussed a lot with anyone. I don't think I've even discussed it with a counsellor yet, and I discussed a lot of things with my counsellor before, and I just haven't discussed anxiety. So, I don't know. Well done, Laura, you're starting this well. Okay, so I have social anxiety. Yes, that's weird due to the fact I can go on stage and pretend to be someone else. But there's a difference between being yourself and being someone else. When you're being someone else on stage, you're being a character. So that's okay because it's not you. You know, it's someone you've either made up or someone that's been. It's a character thrust upon you. You have to develop that character and be that character. And I can do that. That's very easy to do. But just being myself is really hard. I found it hard when we were doing the matchmaker to come out and talk to my parents and past people that were like, oh, you did really well, well done, you did really well, like, oh, well done, you did so good. And I'm like thank you so much. Who are you? It's talking to strangers and talking to people like I know that I don't know. That makes sense, that they know me and they don't know me. Friends' parents I find so hard as well. It's people I don't spend a lot of time with I find so hard to talk to. People in my own age group I find sometimes even intimidating to talk to. I get anxiety talking to people my own age as well. I just get anxiety talking to people. It's really hard and really awkward and it's really weird to say. But now I walk my dog down the street, I cross the road to avoid people because I don't want to talk to them. And it's not because I'm rude and it's not because I'm like, oh, you're not someone I want to talk to. It's because I'm scared. I don't know how to respond to people and don't know how to be normal in a social situation. It's bizarre because I just always think I think it's just from experience when I was younger. I'm quite a big talker, but a lot of people have been calling me a bit more quiet these days just because I'm scared to talk to people and think that if I say something, people are going to laugh at me because of something I said that is not meant to be funny, that I just sound like a 14-year-old girl when I should really sound like a 19-year-old girl. It's just, these are the thoughts that go on in my head, and it's just utter anxiety, and I think it's just came from my sort of mentally scarredness that I've just had recently. It's hard, and it took a lot for me to go and start finding my birth mother and talk to someone I didn't know about, my adoption. And the same with when I went to my counsellor, I found that difficult. And the thing is, I did it. Doesn't mean I didn't come home and panic. Doesn't mean I didn't have a panic attack before I did it. It's clubs as well. I find it so hard. I know that Zoe Sugg, who wrote Girl Online, I use Zoella, sorry, my back really hurts. She finds it hard to go to clubs. I don't like to drink, so I can't even say, oh, I'll have a few drinks and it'll calm me down. Drinks actually make me depressed. I don't like drinking. Alcohol has a weird adverse effect on me, so I try not to drink as anything. So I find it really hard, and it's just difficult going to clubs. The one club that I feel most less anxiety in is Club de Mar in Ayr, which is a really good club. And I think because I've been there so many times, and the fact that I've been at not busy times, and I know the layout of the club, and the layout is really simple. And actually, the thing is, I know most of the people that go to Club de Mar. And it's weird when you think back to the fact I was in Zante and I went to clubs I didn't know with friends and ended up pulling guys and being left on my own sometimes. I just can't believe I did that. But to be fair, I think I had a few drinks on me at that point. But it's just bizarre to look back now and be like, oh, I did that. Why can't I do that now? And I think it is the fact I'm not drinking that I don't have any confidence in me. And I think I've just lost a lot of self-confidence, so it's kind of hard to kind of go out and do things that are, hard. And I found it so hard to go and do a job interview. That was majorly anxiety. Like, I couldn't bear to do that. That was killing me to go to the job interview. And I didn't get it, but I did get 2 interviews for it. I did get a first interview and then through to the second round. So that was really good. That was really proud. I was proud of myself. But I find it so hard talking to people that I don't know, and asking for help in stores is the worst thing. That gives me the biggest anxiety. I hate having to ask for help in stores. It's like, I dread it. So I always try and go in with what I need, and I will go and look for it myself, and hopefully no one needs to help me. And see when people come up to you and ask you, like, do you need help? And you're like, no. And you feel rude because you're like, obviously this is this person's job to help you, but you need help, but you find it so awkward to help. Like, I'm actually okay if I start talking to people sometimes. I'm actually kind of okay, but it's just getting to talk to the person, which is the most nerve-wracking and literal horrible thing in the world. I need to psych myself up to talk to someone. It takes me about 10 minutes to psych myself up to someone. I'm like walking around the store knowing I need help, but it will take me 10 minutes until I can ask for help because I don't. I have literally before walked out of the store, walked around for about half an hour, and then came back to the store, and because I've psyched myself up, and I've walked right in and went straight up to the person and was like, hi, can I have help here? Literally, that has happened to me because I've literally left the store and had to go and psych myself up to go back and ask the person for help. It's insane. It's just, how do I do this? And it's like, how did I think I had a near panic attack because I had a major kind of anxiety attack. My mum and dad just thought I was really nervous. I actually had major anxiety when I went to meet Burn Gorman. I was shaking to the point of literal. This is a guy that played Owen Harper in Torchwood. I love him, big star, celebrity. He was at Collectormania in Braehead in Glasgow. And I was like, oh my god, I'm going to go and ask him and say hi to him and get his autograph. It was only when I got to behind the people that were behind me, I was like, fuck. And you're like, oh, shaking. He's like, oh, don't be nervous, honey. I'm like, I'm not nervous, I'm just having an anxiety attack. It's okay, it's casual. Now when I talked to him, it's fine. I got a picture with him. I think I was literally shaking, but he gave me the best advice in the world for, this is totally off subject, but he gave me the best advice in the world. He says, if you're acting, keep in it, stick in it, and don't take shit from no one. Which was the best advice anyone's ever given me. I was like, how I actually got the balls in 2013 as well. I think 2013 I had the confidence to do anything, but 2013 I actually talked to John Barrowman. I randomly just shouted out a question to John Barrowman whilst we were at Pressure Pad, and he answered it. Like, how I did that, and like now I'm literally like a little teensy person in a very small pond. Whereas before I thought I was quite a big person with a lot of people in a very big pond. I guess it's just how times change. I mean, it's 2015. Now, you're thinking you're going to come out to be 20, and it's trying to talk to boys. Talking to boys is hard. What do you talk to them about? What do you talk to a boy about, right? Boy that's not your best friend. Like, I've thank God for college, I've met so many guy friends. But how do you talk to a guy you're interested in? I still don't understand this. Like, logistics. Like, how do you, talk to people on Tinder? How do you talk to them on Tinder? I don't understand. I don't get it. Oh, literal. I have the worst anxiety. Well, it's not the worst anxiety, but I have pretty, in my eyes, it's quite bad anxiety. I was like, how do I have this anxiety as an actress? Just so weird. That's my anxiety. So comment down below if you have anxiety as well, if you know any tips on how it should take less than half an hour to psych yourself up to ask for help. I didn't ask for help in school either, because I was too scared to ask the teacher for help. So yeah, if you guys have any tips on how to, not exactly to get rid of my anxiety, because that's going to take a long while, it's going to be a lot of willpower for me, but if you guys have any ideas on how it can take me a little less than half an hour to walk around a store and psych myself up, that'd be really helpful. Please. Yeah, and let me know what other videos you want me to put up. I am sort of an open book, so I'm willing to talk about anything, and including my adoption if you guys want, but it's up to you. I will see you guys next Monday with another video. Yay!